Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, New Japan America. And we just had our next show. We had our Best of the Super Juniors. And we have a new tag team champion for at least our junior heavyweight tag teams. Alex Riley and Austin Aries of Dishonored have won the belts in a tournament and are now we actually have everybody filled out. Of course, we also have our Alliance title, Cody winning that. So we got everybody on belts now. Now it's about to move forward. We're making a ton of money. So really what it is now is about how do we increase our size as quickly as possible. We have kind of an advantage because we have a lot of money coming to us. And the tours are definitely helping, but it's all about now building a ton of momentum in the West and see if we can break out of regional status. Now, we have no shows set up. We do have some in the future. We have Wrestle Kingdom America coming in January. And we have the kickoffs for Climax and Destruction America. But we have to come up with a new event. Now, typically, this is the tricky thing because New Japan's typically doesn't do a lot of events a year, maybe only 6, but that's not what the Western audience is going to expect. So we had to decide whether do we want to produce some type of weekly show. We do have tour highlights going on right now. So if I were to go into my broadcasting, we have tour highlights being broadcasted on Access TV. We have our events in New Japan World. I think we have to do one show at least a month in America. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, though, is modifying their Road to shows. So we'll have a monthly show that's called the Road to Invasion or something like that. And that's sort of the build up for a storyline, and then we have a bigger show every month that will help build that momentum because we have to cater towards Western fans being now a Western company. And Western companies or Western fans tend to expect a little bit more shows, less house shows, less touring. They want to see stuff. They want to see stuff on pay-per-view. They want to see stuff on the network. So we have to give it to them. Meanwhile, we also have our approval rating, Howard Made. I don't remember what our goals are. It's been a while since we looked at that. Where can I find those? It's not National Battle. Owner goals. Here we are. All right. We must have gained popularity in America in about 2 years' time. I think that won't be a problem. We must have improved to at least 2250. So $2.25 million in the bank in 2 years. Almost 3 years. I think that's fine. We're gaining a ton of money a month. And then we have some issues where we can't hire some people. That's fine. So far, Harold May hasn't given us anything too crazy to deal with. We just have to keep on building money. We have to keep on building popularity. And I think we're on a track to do both of those. We're making a ton of money to burn a month. Not a big deal. Okay, so let's think about a couple things. One, we have to come up with a new show. Let's take a look at our schedule. And first of all, let's look at our calendar. Holy crap. Everybody is working everywhere. Boy. Okay. So week 1 of Sunday is pretty free, and week 3 of this month is pretty free. So let's look at week 1 of Sunday. Week 1. I'm guessing that's going to be December. It'll be a 2-hour show. What was the previous ones that we've done? 2 hours? 2 hours. 2 hours is our average. Yeah, we'll do 2 hour show. Yeah, 2 hours seems fine. This is going to be a regular show. We are still going to focus entirely on the Southwest. It's just important that we do. Yeah, I mean, one of our main focuses at this point is we have to solidify our. Again, if this is an invasion, we have to solidify the beaches, and the beaches are California right now. So we're going to move through with that. Now, we are going to name it. Well, going back to traditions, Strong Style Evolved, New Japan Pro Wrestling, USA. It's a 2 hour show. Should be fine. We should be able to easily fill that. We might actually want to do a 2.5 hour show, because I feel like we have the roster for it. A Strong Style Evolved, first week of December. That was what we were looking at, right? Yeah, only Bandito is not available. That's fine. And we have. We could do a show next week. So what I want to do is I want to do monthlies as well. So we want to do a monthly show. I don't hate it being Sundays. We don't know what the next one is, but we have nobody working this day, and it's about 2 weeks away, which I think is good. It gives us a little bit of time. And we want to call this New Japan Pro Wrestling America. American Invasion. Or no, we want to call this New Japan Pro Wrestling Road 2. American Invasion. So this will be a 1.5 hour show. So what we'll do, 90 minutes. And it's our Road 2 shows. So it's going to be a reoccurring event that will happen. We'll still keep it in the Southwest, I think. It'll just be another. It'll be like a almost like a TV show. Not quite, because it's monthly. It'll be sort of the build-up area where we'll have a lot of storylines and stuff like that going on. So we have a show in December, first week. We have a monthly show. And then, of course, we're building towards Wrestle Kingdom. And now we're going to follow a lot of the patterns of New Japan, in which we're going to have little one-off shows, too. Because I think we'll have one in the beginning of January as well, and probably near the end of December. We'll do like a New Year's Dash or something like that. So we'll have that kind of planned. And we do have a 4-hour Wrestle Kingdom America. We want to make sure that's not scheduled the same time as a regular Wrestle Kingdom, because that will cause us a huge problem. Let's see. I think Wrestle Kingdom's the first week. I don't know if it is that in the game, but it should be. Week 1. Yeah, we're fine. So, no problem there. No conflicts, because a lot of our people are going to be out there at the same time. We're going to want to do our own Wrestle Kingdom kind of event. And obviously we have, we're going all out into here. We're got $15,000 in special set, local celebrities. We might want to get a minor celebrity, minor band. We want to boost this up as much as possible. It's an annual event. We want to get as much hype as we can on it. So I think all of that will work. We might even, no, 15. I don't want to spend $50,000 on a set. That's a little much. Friday of, how are our Fridays looking? Everyone's never available, so we might want to do it a Sunday. Sundays seem to be our best. We have some people that are not available most days for Sundays, but that's fine. We can deal with it. We'll do it the third week. Okay, cool. I think that looks good. Cannot have a show scheduled that would clash. Oh, right, because we have the On the Road Invasion. Then fourth week is fine. Okay. Excellent. So we have a path going forward. Now, we have a Road to Invasion show in 13 days. We also want to build up some extra teams. I also want to build up an extra stable. And I have an idea for a stable. So we're going to kind of do some stuff with that going forward. Now, one of the things I want to do is... I feel like LIA here is a little weak because Banditos never seems to be available. Evil's kind of running it. So one of the things I want to do is get some talent trades going on. So I want to grab from CMLL. I want to grab Rush. Rush was the original founder of Los Ingobernables and ended up obviously with La Sombra and Tetsuya Naito, and that kind of spun off into its own branch. Let's get him for 10 appearances. You expected 1,900 per appearance is fine. See if I can just drop 10K if they're willing to make that offer. For more than 5 dates at a time. That's fine. I don't want to pay them more than 10K. So who can I give them? Now I don't know if these guys are also available. What about Walter? No? Okay. How about Jeff Cobb? Jeff Cobb and like $5,000. No. Jeff Cobb and like $10,000. 15. Huh. Let's see as low as we can go. Okay, 12,000 and Jeff Cobb. Sure, that's a lot of money, but we'll do it. Rush can't work in America in this save, which is really weird because if you follow the news, he just signed with Ring of Honor. So, guess that doesn't really matter. But typically he is a CMLL mainstead. I also want to bring some people in from the New Japan roster more permanently. So I just want to see who's available that can work. Can work in the United States. Not a lot. But I would like to get Minoru Suzuki. We'll do a 2-year contract. Downside of 1,500. See if he will take this. I'm not going to cover travel costs. Okay, I will cover costs. That's a lot of travel for him. 1,600 is fine. And just special attraction. I don't want him to feel like he has to be on every show. I don't think Kenny would even come to us now. Jushin Thunder Liger. He can wrestle everywhere. I mean, that's... I feel like he, in so many ways, he's the face of New Japan Classic. And it would make sense to have him on board. I think we could do some stuff with him. Let's get him in for a 3-year contract. Same idea, special attraction. I don't want to have to loan him out all the time. So I feel like we can always use him for stuff. See if I can get him cheap. 1890, that's fine. We're not going to use him that much. You can only work A shows, that's fine. Can I get that downside lower? That's really the question. I doubt that he'll take this. Yeah. It's going to have to be a lot higher. It's probably was pretty much right on the money. There we go. Okay. Tiger Mask, nah. Takahashi would be interesting. He can wrestle everywhere. Hmm. I mean, it would be nice just to have a few more faces from New Japan in OG Bullet Club. So 11-17. I think the price is right. No problem. Cool. So that's not bad. We're going to get Monero. Kenny, we can always get a talent trade for. So when we want to do storylines with him, that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, in our save, he's still in New Japan and doesn't look like that's going to be changing anytime soon. But he is only a pay-per appearance, so it's always possible that he could jump ship to anywhere, very, very easily. It's very, very possible. How is his psychology only at 86? Huh. So, that's we got some people going on. And I definitely want to have Suzuki here because I want to build a storyline. Oh, all our storylines are gone. We'll have to change that. Let's go ahead and get these guys in here, and then we'll start building this stuff up. Okay. So we got our contracts coming back. We got Suzuki. Complaint. Marty Scroll. Let's see where he is on the roster. Why he's complaining. Mid-Carter. Yeah, he probably should be an upper. Okay. Rocky we have as a road agent, but I think we can still use him as a wrestler and a manager too. I kind of want to build like a Roppongi team in America. Let's go take a look here. Let's go through the roster, or go through the field here. See, I kind of want people that are unemployed right now, who can work in the United States. Popularity doesn't matter so much, but I am looking for good in-ring workers, good performance skills, good psychology. Who do I get? Tajiri. Okay, so maybe I gotta broaden that up a little bit. First, let's see who's based in Japan that's available. That's got some potential here. It's like I also kind of want some younger guys. Everybody that I'm pulling is old. I'm looking for at least regional level. What's available? Nobody really. So I'm not going to get much in terms of. I went in Japan. There we go. That's a little bit better. You can always steal some people from elsewhere. What does All Japan have? Because I could probably steal some people. That's probably unlikely. Nobody that's young. Which is interesting. They tend to be the younger. Of course, I am looking for people that can work in the United States. So that can make it tougher. So I'm not going to be able to find that here. It looks like. Let's go ahead and go with any wrestler hired. Looking for decent in-ring, decent performance. Okay, that list is a little too much. Let's narrow this down a little bit. I want someone within their first 10 years. Too much. Huh. You know, it's Japanese junior. Decent popularity. What's your skills at? Would you qualify? Wouldn't be a bad get for us. He's working for a lot of other places. Can we get him for exclusive? Give you a signing bonus. Covered your travel. And you would be a future main eventer. Why not? For 2 years. What do you think? 990 is the most you're going to be willing to do. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if we're going to get an exclusive from him, but I kind of want to start getting people in exclusives if possible, because we're running into a situation where it's going to become very difficult very quickly for us to actually run shows. So many people have so many complications with different jobs that they're doing, different places that they're working. And getting somebody in an exclusive might not be bad. We might be too small to do exclusive at this point, but we'll see. We might be able to pick one up. So who would be a good Roppongi? This guy looks like a Roppongi. Just working for IWA MS. Skills aren't horrible. Like, not great. No real popularity, but, we're trying to build, like, the backbone of the roster. What are you looking at? 400. Like, his skills aren't... He's a young lion, though. He could move up really fast. I'm not going to cover you. Do a 1 year. See what we could do with you. We'll just do paper appearance. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Not a lot of options here. Flip's got exclusive PPA. We can only trade in on him, but we can always bring him in for something like that. You can get Jason Momoa. Apparently he's working with PWG as an opener. Guess Aquaman flopped in this world, and he decided to start wrestling here. That's an interesting thought. I don't hate... Maybe the Batari would be a good tag team. We need some tag teams just to job, too. Just to have some people to kind of take the pins. Where's Oberian? Let's reset this. They're not working for anybody. I want to cover your costs, though. It's not a bad option. Just to have an extra tag team could be helpful. even if they're just there to take pins, build up. We do have our dojo. We should start be producing young lions at some point. I think it's within the first couple months they start kind of bringing people out. And one of the other things I want to do is I don't like the lack of the lack of locations for us to adequately perform a show. So what was our last show at? 3,000. So let's build a location. I think building a venue for ourselves in the Southwest is going to be helpful. It sounds like we're going to want to do maybe 5,000. What's 150,000? What's 4,500 people? Whoa, too many. 3,500? 91,000. Let's do 4,000. Well, 250. All right, that looks fine. That's a lot of money, but we got it to spend. English, it's going to be lots. Spanish, you're going to have some, just based on the location. Japanese, you're going to have few because we're going to have some travelers, and probably not really anything else here. And we're going to call this... actually, first of all, where's the dojo? Is it in San Francisco or is it in... or is it in Los Angeles? Is it Southwest? Like, is it SoCal or is it up north? Because it should really be near it. Let's see. It's an LA dojo. So we'll call this Angeli's Fight Hall. So this will be the New Japan Pro Wrestling American Wrestling venue, designed to be similar to Eastern wrestling halls like Kuroken Hall, with top balcony and similar placement, adjacent to New Japan Pro Wrestling's US LA dojo, home for New Japan America. Okay. So 4,250 is going to give us a lot of options, and if we need to do a show, with more capacity, then we can always look at something like the Cow Palace and things like that, and to really boost it. But for now, this is going to give us a lot of opportunity to do a show for cheap, to be a hotbed, to help boost our momentum, to give our fans in the Southwest a location to go to. Let's go ahead and make it. It's worth the investment, I think. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get to the show. Okay, we stopped here. Let's see why. Our contracts are coming back in. It's good. Good. Did Jarrett Sykes? Okay, so that'll be good. Kodiyama, Iberian, and Adam Page wants a pay raise in Quest. Yeah, we're kind of under budgeting you. We could do 75% of what you wanted. That should be fine. We could definitely undercut him. Bandito's upset, and he doesn't want to give up other deals by signing. So let's get him in as a regular then. Regular contract. We'll do a 2-year. I'm not going to cover you. I'm not going to do much for you. Okay, well, fine. Well, what are you being offered? Pay per appearance, 1060. Okay. I want him to be our priority. So if that's what it needs to take, we'll do a 3-year contract. As a future main eventer, your push will never be lower than mid-carder. How's that feel? And I'll cover your travel. And I'll give you like $150. It's too much. 1060, 1070. Okay, well, let's do 1070. I seriously consider signing unless a better offer comes in the near future. Cool. So that might get us to be his priority, which would be helpful. He's a young lion, so in addition to being fantastic on the mic work, he probably will start boosting up in popularity and talent very quickly, which he could become a really good basis and foundation for our company in the future. Good things all around. We do have our show coming up. Let me just check to make sure it's not booked wrong, because every time I seem to book one of these, we get screwed. Everybody okay? Everyone's just Bandito? Okay. If I get there, I tell you, we get screwed again. We're really pissed. I'm like getting nervous now. I'm like advancing this many days. Every time we seem to book something, something came up and everyone ended up going on tour last minute. Okay. Friedman says yes. Tungalua wants a pay raise. Should be fine. Make him happy. Christopher Daniels won a tournament in Ring of Honor. Dana Brooks probably leaving WWE. And NXT developed a new team with Leah Rush and Chris Dijak. Interesting. And Pete Dunne won a tournament in progress. All right. Road to America. Let's continue. Another pay raise request. Yeah. Okay, fine. We did underball like a lot of them. They wanted to make extension to MJF. Phoenix is upset, and MJF is also extending his roster to MLW. Phoenix, what are you upset with? Upper? Sure. So that's why I kind of want to build up some of the lower card, because I feel like we got a lot of upper card. Well, we got a decent lower mid card, but I think our mid card's a little wonky. Will Ospreay is only a mid carder seems a little weird to me too. Yeah, that's what I thought. In fact, I might just auto push everybody right now. We just make sure nothing crazy happened there in the process. Nope. Callous commentator. Actually, I want to put Rocky back as our road agent. I have no problem with him wrestling. I mean, he's us. But he definitely needs to be the head of he's our booker, he needs to be our head road agent. All right. Couple more days. And we will be there to Road to American Invasion. Okay. New Japan's currently doing their World Tag League. Anything else going on in the world? Yeah. Jeff Cobb's done his loan. And, oh, wow. Chase Owens got a broken hip. Matt Jackson just got a herniated disc. And Bandito got injured. So, looks like we have a few people that will not be wrestling with us for a little bit. Holy crap. Chase Owens is out for 11 freaking months. All right, let's do a surgery for him. Complications unfortunately arose during surgery, and operation is deemed a failure and will face a longer recovery time. Surgeons have warned that some additional damage may have become apparent. Oh man, I just destroyed Chase Owens. Matt Jackson's surgery was a complete success. And he is now going to be back in 6 months. Christ. Bandito, 1 year. What the? Okay, I should not give him. What the hell? Am I cursed? I just want it. Am I cursed or something? I swear, the injuries that I get. So the Young Bucks are basically gone. Our young upstart Bandito is gone. Trent Beretta is going to be out for over a month. And the most important wrestler in New Japan, the crown jewel himself, Chase Owens, is out 1 year, 1 month, and 3 weeks. Holy crap. What the hell? Christ. I don't even know what to say. What an insane thing. Well, good thing. I guess it won't matter that next week Bandito can't work because it sounds like he's not going to be working anywhere for a while. Unbelievable. Let's set a broadcaster. I'm so pissed off. No. Add. What? I don't even understand. It's crazy. That's so crazy. All right. So that's going to change some plans for Matt and Nick. I mean, not that we had massive plans. We weren't in the middle of a huge storyline. We did have the sort of Bullet Club thing going on, but still, that's. I'm gonna have to give Nick a singles run. It's just so odd. Okay, I'm cooling down. I'm upset. We're going to pick our Angelini's Fight Hall. We're going to have 3,300 fans in our location. This is a hotbed. Fans are renowned for being rowdy and pro wrestling. Result will get hotter with more demanding crowds and higher attendance levels. That's what we want. What's our best venue? Well, a generic one would be. So we're going to overpay a little bit. I don't know how much it costs compared to, if I remember correctly, you still have to pay for it, but it's a lot less. Yeah, so a 6,000 capacity location is $24,000. The hall is 7,600, so it's a lot less for relatively close to the same size. I think that's how that works. Let's see. I'm just curious now. What are we? We were 4,000 capacity. Let's find a location that is similar. Yeah, so we're definitely saving because a 3,200 location is already more money than what we're spending. So It's worth it. It's worth it just to have the option here. No reputation yet, but that can change very quickly. I think this will be a good thing for us. Sign as the venue. Very good. I'm gonna clear the air. There's some people that are a little upset. Oh wait, no, is there not? Really? I thought there was more. Okay. Let's meddle then. Let's get Nick Jackson and Will Ospreay. Nothing. That's fine. All right, we have a 96% backstage rating. That's fantastic. And we have a lot of people out. a lot of injuries. Let's go ahead and book this show. This is our road to, so it's just sort of kind of building up what we're going to be doing on the next one. Let's go ahead and book it, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back, and we are ready to run Road to American Invasion. So we got a bunch of segments. It's kind of a weird one, actually, just based on kind of positioning things into getting the storylines going. But I think it comes out pretty well. Let's go ahead and see how we get scored, though. So we do start off a show. It's pretty bad, but I need to give Ishimori some wins. So I grabbed Curtis Chapman from Rev Pro, just as a jobber, to be honest. Non-existent crowd heat, had subpar wrestling. They were turned off by having the match between two jobbers on the main show, but I just need to give Ishimori something. Terrible way to start the show and killed the crowd right away. Oh man, by working the crowd, this match started with the fans getting back in the show. So they started to kind of get the movement in there. Ishimori is much better than Chapman, and that's why we need to kind of build up some buy-in for him. He has no popularity in America. He's got the skills, but he doesn't have any, nobody knows him yet. So we have to kind of give him some legitimacy. But not a great way to start, to be honest. Afterwards, this is a better match. Still not that great. It's a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Minoru Suzuki debuts in New Japan Pro Wrestling America and defeats ACH in 7 minutes by submission with a sleeper hold. He's got a rating of average for badass. I doubt that. It was poorly placed. It was a wild brawl that needed to have a crowd buzzing, which I was hoping the opening work the crowd would work, but I guess it didn't. Suzuki has a 45, ACH has a 34. Not great. Better match. We have Dysfunction, now the junior heavyweight tag team champions, kind of having a bit of a rematch and an exhibition match against Total Chaos. And of course, they defeat them handily. Alex Riley takes the win and defeats Andrew Everett by pinfall with a spike DDT. Austin Aries definitely carried the match in terms of ring performance. We're going to have to probably split these guys up pretty soon because I think Aries is probably going to very quickly become a main eventer on our show. Not bad, though. Got the crowd hot. Clearly, we should have had this on first, but what are you going to do? We have a interview backstage. Nick Jackson updates the fans the status of his brother Matt in an interview, and he says that he's going to be out for a while. When they ask him what he's going to do, he's kind of looks solemn, and he's like, "Well, you know what? I'm here. I'm going to compete. I've never really not had my brother by my back, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm gonna compete in singles division in New Japan, in the heavyweight division, and." I'm going to show that we're just as strong single and alone as we are together as a team. Gets a C. Afterwards, we have a match where Nick Jackson defeats JJ Garrett, who's our new signee that's a jobber. Decent match with reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling. Nick Jackson defeats JJ Jarrett in 10 minutes by pinfall with a 450 splash. It does okay. He struggled due to it was a comedy match. I thought maybe it would work a little bit better. Neither of them apparently have comedy, which is weird because Young Bucks are pretty funny. They have some good funny matches sometimes. It gave the crowd a breather though, which was kind of the purpose of it. Nick had a 58. Jarrett had a 15. Not much to be said about it, I guess. We do have a multi-man division match between Chaos and Suzuki-gun. It's had good wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd. Suzuki-gun defeated Chaos in 9:55 when Zack Sabre defeated Chuck Taylor by submission with a senior stretch. Zack Sabre was head and shoulders above everybody else. There's not been much, really. Well, I guess so. Yeah, 86 is pretty high. Got the crowd hotter. Zack Sabre really shone in the match. And in the match, we got some improvements too. We have a loss because Will Ospreay and Jay White started to bicker in the ring and allowed Chuck Taylor to get alone in the ring and get kind of pretzeled by Zack Sabre, which leads to a victory match as the team of Chaos kind of retreats into the back. Sabre comes out on promo and basically starts talking about how he's going to lead his Sabre-gun team to victory. And that this is proof that they're a dominant force in New Japan America. And Suzuki comes out, having just been debuted in New Japan America, and seems to be very mad. He's not on the microphone, and he starts kind of yelling at Zack. You can only imagine it's about the idea of Sabre-gun and not Suzuki-gun. And Zack Sabre backs down from Minoru Suzuki. And of course, we have Sabre-gun. The storyline starting to see the simmering tensions between Sabre, who believes he's good enough to kind of go onto his own, and Suzuki, who seems to be fighting to keep his mentee in check. And we have an angle afterwards. Backstage, we have a camera, and Jay White kind of pushes Will Ospreay a little bit and starts complaining about the loss. Ospreay says that White distracted him in the ring, and Jay White's kind of just saying, you got to keep this together. You claim to be the leader of this, and you can't even get us to have this win. This is pathetic. And you can kind of see the division between the two starting to form. We did advance our storyline, but actually lost heat between the two of them. So we'll have to keep that in mind, that it didn't actually quite go the way we wanted it to. We have an exhibition match between Juice Robinson and Jushin Thunder Liger versus Drago and Phoenix. It's extremely short, just a quick little one. Give Jushin a little opportunity to shine in the Southwest. They defeat Drago and Phoenix. Juice Robinson actually gets the pin on Drago. Jushin's actually the weak link. He's just a little bit older, kind of out underperforming. And of course, Phoenix and Drago are technically gifted. So for some reason, Juice was set as a heel. I don't remember doing this, but I guess he was. So I'm fixing it on here, and I think I'm actually going to just go ahead and bite the bullet and change him now. Complete the turn. Above average, good. And the turn went fine. He's babyface. And of course, after the match, he celebrates with Juice and Thunder Liger as a babyface, and they shake hands. And Juice is about to cut a promo before Michael Elgin, who has been kind of running around previously and roughing up people and saying that he's the biggest, baddest dude in New Japan, goes ahead and attacks Juice. He leaves Jushin alone. Jushin does try to get some offense to defend Juice, but ultimately Elgin ends up pushing him away, attacking him as well, and leaving both of them hurt on the ground after their celebration. So clearly, Juice has been making it well known that he wants to get back to the United States Championship and prove himself. And Elgin has obviously been trying to prove himself, and it seems like these two are destined to collide. And of course, we start the storyline of Juice's redemption and Elgin's size roadblock. We have a tag team match between GOD and the LIJ team of Jeff Cobb and Evil. It's a decent match. The Guerrillas of Destiny defeat Jeff Cobb and Evil in 9 minutes. Tongaloa actually defeats Jeff Cobb by submission after blatantly cheating. They do okay. Tama Tonga is the weak link, which is not shocking. And God versus Evil begins for the storyline as the two heavyweight tag teams start to kind of face off against each other. Obviously, Evil and Cobb have the heavyweight tag belts, and God seem dead set on going for them. And afterwards, we have a promo by Cody, who says now that he's the openweight champion, anyone that wants to compete can. An open challenge for the openweight division. He does it a little smugly, though, in a way saying that he's confident that no one actually will beat him. And Davey Boy Smith Jr. actually comes out to take that challenge. And it's a pretty good match. Cody defeats and retains against Davey Boy Smith with a crossroads. Got the crowd buzzing. Both of them did pretty well. 56 and 69, not too bad. Not much to say about it. D plus actually kind of was hoping we got something a little bit better there, but I think we had some major missteps early on into the show. Kind of rounded it off a little bit better though. And this is a road to, so it's a monthly show. It doesn't matter as much. We're kind of building up the stories to the next show. I think everyone did pretty well. Not Tonga. Let's do Zack Sabre. And ACH. ACH actually was upset with the match with Suzuki, but Suzuki's menace actually made him shut up about it. So, maybe that gives him a little bit of boost too, because he wasn't willing to talk about it, but he was still upset about it. All right. A lot of time to heal we need. Decent show rating, 0.17. And we're done with the loan for Curtis Chapman. Not bad overall. Definitely some setbacks with those injuries. But of course, we have Strong Style Evolved in 13 days to look forward to. And I will see you guys then. Thank you for joining me again for another episode of New Japan Pro Wrestling America. I will see you next time.